Oh, I'm not picking. Heavens. Yeah,
A lot of
they
respect
did
on
this
Bugs
in
and
about
Moo
30
there.
seconds, so you missed the start. But thank you for pointing that. That's my mistake.
Yeah, those bands went out fast. They are prepared. They know they have a
Yeah,
strategy.
so Misfortune is taken away, but Mumu's taken away, but Misfortune is locked in for DK. Misfortune Nautilus. I think this might be one of the strongest bot lanes that they're looking to pick with Miso on the in the lineup.
Absolutely. Jags' Nautilus especially is an incredibly powerful pick. 2 wins on it with an average of 18 assists across 2 games.
Yeah, the Zyra Khan coming back out again from Matt's alt accounts. This must be a practice bot lane. They're looking clean in the pick ban. Those champion portraits line up perfectly. It's so nice. And we'll see if they rock the same Skinergy that they had last game. DK with a powerful R3 pick, gonna make sure that they're able to get Mordekaiser again for this match. So what is Colin's answer on the second rotation? DK with the first bans. Matt's alt accounts unable to ban out topside, so we're gonna see bans exclusively coming in against jungle and mid. Zach taken away from Duck. Not gonna let that through. Rek'Sai would have been unexpected from Bug, but banned away here. Why pick
see a
Mord
mid
here?
ban here from
Because
DK.
they want the Mord. Probably because Zax is one of Duck's best picks. So, I'm about it. I think DK's gotten three of their best picks that we've seen showcased in the tournament so far, and set taken away, making sure that we have this powerful top side of the map.
I think they are just giving up their 5 bans here for Matt's alt accounts.
Yeah, perhaps this is just a no ban angle because of it may have escaped us in the chat what was actually going on with that. I was distracted by all the B movie scripts, so I didn't really want to watch it. DK onto the last round of picks. So I'm expecting this to be the jungle pick coming out. Rammus locked in for Bug. This is a new pick for them in the jungle, but easy to execute and some solid gank opportunities.
To me, this opens up Diana as strong AP mid still on the board here for Matt's alt accounts.
Yeah, the Diana Mumu combo. Volibear hovered. Volibear locked in. The Volibear Mumu. So this is going to be Volibear Matt for Duck. Or Volibear top for Duck.
What a team name.
Yeah, what a team name indeed. It's good to have Matt in the chat watching his namesake team. Syndra hover. Orianna hover. Matt's alt account really likes to hover and try to troll us in this pick ban. But Orianna will come through. The Orianna combo. A couple ball carriers available. The Amumu, Rakan, and Volibear. All good options. But DK could look to just Mordekaiser ult the Volibear in these team fights and take the 1v1. What's DK looking for the mid angle?
And we see Hui on the board.
Yep, Hui is not banned.
A-Soul.
A-Soul trying to make sure that they have a strong enough team fight to face Matt's alt accounts. Miso's going to have to be careful to find these misfortune angles. Doesn't want to be ulted out by the Curse of the Sad Mummy or the Command Shockwave from Orianna. I am glad I didn't have to vamp for about an hour on my own. That would have been. I would have just. I don't know what I would have started doing, but it was definitely easier.
Do you think there would have been tears at some point where you were showing off some stuff?
I mean, Amumu's been in both games. At least in the pick ban. I'm gonna make my mini-map a little bit smaller here for everybody's convenience. I think it's a little large.
Do you see some shenanigans coming out?
Yep, Jags immediately looking for the hook forward on Reds, finds him. Immediate snare, Simon with the follow-up E. Reds is dropping very low. The first blood goes over to Simon on the A-Soul. A great pickup from DK to start the game.
This is what we needed to see for sure out of Discord Kittens. They are so happy to get that pick right at the start of the game.
Huge first blood coming out for DK. That's going to be a big assist on the mental reset. Oh, I forgot to check what the what are the skins looking like down bot lane for our Sexy and Afia. Is Fia rocking a different skin? I can't tell. She's in a bush on top of a ward.
They're hiding.
Yeah, the level 1 tier pickup from Simon. That's really going to help this Ace Soul mana in the early game.
Those stacks are going to be coming up so fast with that.
Yep, I really approve that Simon took the early back. I don't personally love starting with E for the Ace Soul, but he is able to find some stacks and picks up the kill, so who cares? Also, should be potentially gonna find level 2 off of the first wave. I think you only will get level 2 if there's only 3 champions with you max. And Red's playing far more aggressive than typical, wanting to punish this, wanting to punish Ace Soul with the early power, but trying to navigate between the tower and the creep wave without walking into the black hole. It's a little tricky. Let's check in on the other lanes. Bot lane reaches, DK reaches level 2 first. We'll pressure Matt's ult counts off the wave and nothing to come from it.
Top lane can tend to just slap each other for now.
Yeah, Bug with
That's how top laners say hello.
Start to this game goes for red buff Raptors and now onto his Wolf. I'm not sure if he started Raptors or the red buff, but both junglers going to be clearing to opposite sides of the map. Bug perhaps will reset after this Gromp pickup and then Powerball out top to his Krugs to contest Impro on the first. Ooh,
Simon goes
nice
in on red
engage
mid.
from Simon onto Reds. His breath is back up, but he does not fire it. And a commit down from Psychotic into Doug. You need to make sure you back out before the Vicious Stripes is back up. And Duck will find another swipe. Psychotic very low. I think he's going to be forced to teleport out here soon. As the wave... Oh, the solo bolo for Duck into the top side. Doesn't quite see the storm coming, and it makes sure to bring him down. Nice pickup from Duck in the top side of the map. And as I mentioned, I think if Volibear gets rolling, this is going to be an issue for DK. A nice double up lands on Fia, but the shield blocks it out.
Definitely not what you want to see on the side of DK, getting that Volibear an early snowball, but great knowledge out of Duck, knowing that that E had enough damage, getting it right center mass.
And we're seeing some ganking in the mid lane from Impro. Trying to catch out Simon, but he will fly away safely. Scuttle will be traded 1-1 both sides, but Bug did not pick up his Krugs on the first spawn. So down one camp for himself. Nothing much
Bug
happening
is
now.
pitched attention this bot lane, but we'll decide to move on.
Yeah, ward cleared out on the mid side. Psychotic pushing out with his own wave, but I think he has a favorable fight here top. As Fia engages in the bot side, we'll go back up to the top side of the map. Forces the flash out. Duck feeling very confident after his solo kill, but forced to admit some humility into this double stacked creep wave. Psychotic with a huge shielded damage. Finds the Death Grasp back. He might be looking at his own solo kill. One more auto will take down Duck in the top side of the map. Huge counterplay from Psychotic in the top side. Yep, he's going to force the Ducks teleport out, so finds himself up a flash, and with it earlier, teleport cooldown. Great play from Psychotic to even up the top side of the map, and finds himself up 9 CS.
This is such a good start for DK. They are keeping their aggression up. They are looking for fights. I'm not seeing any signs of wear and tear from game one. They are on the map looking to take the fight to MAA.
Yep, a great start to their mental reset. Picking up that first blood, and they're going to spot Impro out on this. Oh, Impro with the bandage toss over to the dragon. I think he may have skipped vision there. But Amumu is not a good early dragon take. But Matt's ult accounts rotating the bot lane up to assist. Engage in mid lane from Simon. Does not have ultimate, but he's going to find a huge trade on a Reds. Reds moving away at 200 HP. Does not have flash available. Flash is available for Simon. I want to see him go for this kill here. Bot lane is missing. Perhaps they're worried about a roam up to the mid side. And Impro is going to find this dragon with the assist of his bot lane. And DK absorbing their bot lane, absorbing their wave, and looking for the reset. Trying to get some tempo, perhaps. We could see Jags come out with Nautilus to fight for these Void Grubs and assist the top side of the map. Level 6s coming out for our solo laners. For those that don't know, you usually hit level 6 on the 530 cannon wave as it spawns every game.
Simon's going in on Reds. He has the ult.
Solo. Great pick out. Solo Bolo in the mid lane for Simon Lowell. As Psychotic taking another fight onto Duck. Duck has no mana. It's going to be difficult for him to come to these Void Grubs if they choose to fight. But Impro and Fia are finding themselves uncontested. And if one's already down, I think they're going to find Dragon and all 3 Void Grubs for free in the first spawn. Pause momentarily for a sip check. As we have a lull in the action.
I am hoping to see Bug start to match the aggression of his laners here. I think he's been caught on the back foot a bit by Empro's roams to these objectives.
Yep. Finding much more success in these solo lanes compared to last game, but not quite translating it to objective control yet. I think Bug is less comfortable on this Rammus and is trying his best to accommodate to the team's needs, but not as aware of where he can look to push his advantage. I think Simon having this early tier to alleviate mana problems and then finding another early kill with his ultimate is enormous, because that ultimate's going to come back up, and Asol is completely happy to trade his ultimate for flashes or lane pressure at any time, as long as it's not the big sky's descent.
We've seen engage on bot lane, but they will step away.
Yep. I need a sip check. Colin, Bassoon, you got it for a second.
Alrighty. We are seeing a little bit of fronting from Jags and Fia doing a little tap dance together here on the bot side. Hoping to see some looks for hooks. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Death Realm on the top side of the map. Psychotic taking a fight into Duck. Both walking away relatively even. Double ults burned. No summoner spells taken. Psychotic declines to freeze the top side. Will push back out and look to trade fight into the Volibear once again. We have an ambush attempt from Jags on the bot side of the map trying to find a catch out. Miso is level 6 and they find an ultimate onto Fia. Fia with the grand entrance. Oh, and then the exit immediately after. So our Sexy caught out, but Impro is looking to follow up. He's level 7 here, but will not find anything. A great play out of DK to ambush, but Fia canceling the bullet time and then immediately getting out. That's the power of the Xayah Rakan lane. Bug on the rotation over to the bot side of the map while Simon decides if he wants to gank top for the dive or not. Both junglers hovering bot side. Alright, let's go take a peek down here. We could find
Impro. Here. He's looking.
Oh, Impro with the reset manages to slip his way out. Will be a net negative or a net neutral play for both sides. That'll make you pucker a little bit. Simon, nice aggressive play forward onto Reds, forces the flash out. Duck and also
engaging Psychotic up top.
Late shield coming out of Mordekaiser, but it will block this damage now and able to slink away. Should have a... Let's see how much gold he's got in pocket. Never mind, we've got Bug coming into the mid lane with a great ulti forward to finish off Reds. Donates this kill over to Simon. 4 in the mid lane. DK wants to make sure that this Asol gets accelerated. And 3-0 in the mid lane. Great play out of DK to push that advantage to 1,000 gold.
This dragon is eating well and gathering a treasure hoard.
The Death's Grasp misses by inches onto Duck. That would have forced a kill or a flash one way or another. Death Realm's coming up right now, but that would have been a scary pick out. Taking a look at the gold advantages, Bassoon, do we see any standouts here?
I think, of course, the big one is mid lane with Lowell getting that early kills, building that lead. But for the rest of the map, it is a tight game. We're seeing a slow start of a lead building up from Mordekaiser in the top of the 400 gold. But overall, DK looking very strong in this game too, as we have a fight coming out on Grubs, but they are...
That's a good damage coming down from Simon. Shockwave not available, but Impro engages. Flash out of
Oh,
Simon, an
misses the ult.
easy dodge on the Curse of the Sad Mummy. Nice play out of the Dragon. Flash forward from Jax to follow. The depth charge will land, but nothing to follow up.
Here to
His
catch
flash
Jax.
is down. Bug with the re-engage, trying to fight with his Dragon, but Nautilus will drop, and nothing will happen for DK in the follow-up. Miso on the roam now, but with bullet time available, but the fight is already over. The
And I
empowered
think we saw
recall.
just both teams there looking for an engage and then seeing when another team used tools that, hey, the fight might be in our favor and trying to re-engage them back and forth happening, but does seem to come out in MAA's favor this time around.
Yeah, I like the angle from DK, but going just a little too far and onto the wrong target. Mumu is not the one you want to find. Nice Death Realm out onto Impro. Impro flashes over the wall to try to escape, and Psychotic will pull back. But this is an easy triple grub angle. Impro walking back immediately, undeterred, wants to fight for these and see if they can pick up the crucial breakpoint of 4 grubs for this eventual Volibear split push. But all 4. Ooh! The flight away to dodge the bandage tosh, and then the flash over the wall to escape from Bug. DK gets out with a heist. Psychotic was able to finish off the kill onto Impro. I think they would have happily taken the follow-up fight as 4 into 3. But Impro forcing the flash out of Bug to get back over the wall.
Empro also able to take one of those grubs out from under DK's noses, so is able to get the total grubs for 4 on the side of Matt's alt accounts to give them the little debris on the push.
Yep, they did manage to hit that critical mass. Simon with the early Rage 8 over here. He is spotted out by Vision on from Fia, so they know he's here early. Smite goes down, and Sexy with the secure on the Dragon. But DK is here, and they're looking for a fight. They've got them surrounded. Death charge onto Sexy, and the bullet time to finish off the mid laner. Sexy with the aggressive feather call forward. Fia will follow after following her husband.
And Simon gets the reset and is going into Empro, just breathing fire down the throat of a Mumu.
Oh man, DK with a great team fight after dropping one of the Void Grubs and then the Dragon. And I had it backwards. I said Fia, this husband, but that's really her wife. That's Saya. My mistake. This is a very powerful Dragon and a powerful Misfortune as well. Although this is a start I'm not familiar with. Is Bloodthirster the start for Misfortune right now?
I feel like that's going to slow down her damage in the fights. It's it's going to keep her alive, but you see Lowell getting a big chunk of damage on Reds.
Yep, getting up close and personal. This tier is almost fully stacked, and Lowell has got to be staring down the barrel of his second item quite soon. Has 1,200 gold in pocket, so I think 500 gold away from the completed Leandries will be a huge power spike. I wonder if DK is perhaps fumbling slightly with the double Rylai's, but we can't expect Mordekaiser to be fighting on their own quite a bit, so it may not affect them too much having double slow stacks. Looking for the reverse Death Grasp to pull Jugs away from him. But Duck has just realized that I'm not sure you win this fight, buddy. As Psychotic pushes forward and brings the smack down onto the Volibear. But the Fury swipes. Oh,
and he burns Flash!
And he baits him into the Flash by letting the fight last longer than Duck thought it would. Impro was moving up, so perhaps the Flash was trying to survive for Impro to come up with the Curse of the Sad Mummy. Great solo bolo at the top side for Psychotic. This Mordekaiser pick is absolutely crucial for DK's team comp to work correctly. Simon with a great flank on the Red's awesome. I think he could find a kill here. Shockwave immediately, but the Sky's Descent sorry, not Sky's Descent. The regular one is available. What's it called?
And Bug will come in to ensure Red's demise. Red's unfortunately burning Flash and the ultimate there.
Yes, Reds has rushed Archangels here, but not quite evolved to that Seraph's Embrace for the additional survivability. Blue buff on the map.
And I really like this call from Bug. Immediately getting on the Herald after we get that pick in the mid lane. You know we have the strong ASOL.
Yeah, we got an engaged bot lane. Bullet time dropped, but Fia able to just escape onto Zaya with the easy dash away. I like the look for aggression, but gonna have to play carefully until they have that that bullet time pack available. And I totally agree. Bug with an immediate call over, DK moves, takes the Herald, and they're gonna be quite happy with that. I want to see them contest this next dragon ahead of time this time, instead of getting there later.
Yes, we've seen with, you know, the early gold on the Aurelian Soul has made
Ooh,
oh, we have engaged on
Thea. But they don't know Impro's here yet, and they need to back up. Oh, Miso just barely dodges out the bandage toss. And DK will get away safely.
Psychotic and Duck still slapping on top lane, but Duck will walk away.
Pings out from DK onto the bot lane. I think Simon's looking for a roam. Is Sky's Descent available? Sky's Descent is not available.
Still in the bush, but they know he's here. They saw the bandage.
3v3, Curse of the Sad Mummy is available. It is going to just be the 3v3. Falling Star lands onto our Sexy, but Jax is very low. Will drop to Thea. Ooh, Breath dropping down onto our Sexy. Simon is very low. Has 5 kills, but he's got no HP.
They're on different targets.
Miso looking for the execute down on our Sexy. The flight over the wall! He will finish Impro off at no HP! Miso with the chase down. Oh, the Bloodthirster's keeping him healthy. Miso needs to escape, or Simon needs to escape, but there's no roam over to follow from Red's Awesome. They're going to get the 3v3 fight, take it, get very low, and then end up 1-for-1, but donate another kill over to Simon to accelerate this A-Soul. Teleport coming into the mid lane with a Bug to follow. This could be another free pickup. Command Shockwave is available. The E does not land for the Black Hole, but I gotta imagine this is going to be a dead Reds, and it will fall over. Another kill picked up to Simon. 7-0-3 at 18 minutes.
And this is exactly what we want to see. They're setting up that dragon early off of that pick, just like they did with Herald.
Yeah, if we wanted to see them get to this dragon early this time. They don't want to come to it as a late reaction. Simon's sitting on a warrior, will find himself bandage tossed, but has Jags to back him up, and he's got a lot of gold in his pocket to fuel this fight. It's just 2 tanks. I can't imagine they're going to be able to win this fight. It's 2 tanks into the entire strength of DK. And if teleport a little late from Duck, forced out, and I think Psychotic's going to have a lot of free time with this top tower. This is a huge play from DK in Game 2.
There must have been a miscommunication. Emperor had such confidence grabbing that dragon that there was no damage to follow up the engage.
Yeah, they may have been anticipating a teleport in from Reds as well. Teleport is available, but I think they're just a little too weak. They need to stop the bleeding like DK needed to in Game 1. And Sky's Descent just came up for this Fed A-Soul. And that teleport out of Ducks into the mid lane fight will leave Psychotic with enough room to finish out this top tower for the first tower of the game. Is it the first tower? No, mid tower already went down. Sorry. Yeah, Minty, I will point out that it says on the screen Game 2, so got that one for you. Oh. An exciting game out of DK here to flip the script after Game 1 with a dominant performance for themselves. 32,500 gold compared to Matt's alt account's 28,000 gold. However, there is still a lot of game to play. Matt's alt accounts has come out with a very strong team fight comp of their own. If they can find these picks out onto Simon, and it's possible to find him, they can wipe these team fights just as easily as DK is doing. But it's not going to look like this. Simon pushing Reds out again from the mid lane. And if there's another player there, Simon is diving down into the mid tower. There's an angle to catch him out on these plays. Red's forced to flash away, drops his shockwave, but nothing available to punish. Bug smites away the blue to secure it for his team. And we are sitting at a bit of a neutral state for the moment.
Yeah, indeed, and I want to see some hype in the chat for DK making this comeback in Game 2. You know, not letting Game 1 stand reins. They are here to fight. They are out for revenge. This is such an exciting game to see.
Yep, this we didn't think it would happen. We kind of hoped it wouldn't happen for this late of a game, but this could be a late game banger to scale into. I think Psychotic's gonna force this fight to the max against Duck. He's sucked into the death realm. He's currently a 3rd HP. Wants to get those resets rolling in, but he's only has his Rod of Ages and a cloak available. No cooldown reduction will help him there. Psychotic with a huge damage lead in the top side of the map. The solo lanes are popping off for DK this game. And although not quite as hard, there is a 3-0-3 misfortune on the bot side. Miso showing why this is their most comfortable champion. And the Nautilus to follow and set him up.
Absolutely. I think we're still seeing a lot of farm coming into the pockets of our Sexy. He has a 23 CS lead over Miso. And we're also seeing Empro, keeping pace with Bug here. So
Yep.
there's still
Jags
fights
could
we have.
find
Our
himself
Sexy
caught out here. No tower available for backup. Fia and Bandage Toss both land, and Jags caught out on the roam up from bot side. 4 engage onto him with Simon not available. Pings out on the Baron for the all-in. Only support is down. They could look for this, though, as a way to force the angle while they have a man advantage. And Asol is showing on the bot side of the map. TP is available, so they could just be looking to pull out the TP. Skies Descend with a very fed Mordekaiser could be scary for Matt's alt counts as they make what some might call a desperation attempt on this Baron at 22 minutes into the game. But this Baron is burning down, 5,000 HP, teleport coming out, could be late.
Too late.
Bug is in here, and the Baron is stolen by Miso over the wall with the curse, with the bullet time. Teleport completes, Simon picks up a kill, another one down onto our Sexy. The damage is dead, Empro is dead, Red's being chased down. The reset's available for the Dragon. This could be a full ace and a Baron pickup. Huge for Discord Kittens.
And you said it with only the support down, it was a risky move to go for the Baron when they, the most strong member in the Aurelion Soul is still up with teleport available.
Yep, it might be, some might call it a desperation play. I think they could have played to get the teleport out and then back off. I thought the teleport was coming out pretty late, but they find the engage over the wall with Bug and then the damage over the side from Miso to finish it off. They burst it down while Impro is distracted, and a huge play out of Discord Kittens to stack their lead even higher. We're looking at pretty much a reverse situation from Game 1 right now.
Absolutely. The lead already at 9,000 gold in favor of Discord Kittens.
Yeah, I would not have predicted this game state after watching Game 1.
Aurelion Soul has 3 completed items now. He is massive.
Let's get these items back up on the screen. Huge. 9-0-5, 4-0-4. It is a 4-18 game right now with this current state. And this is a powerful and scary dragon. He is not afraid to impart his will onto the map. Immediate engage when Red shows himself, and then the falling star to finish it. Finds himself another one, bringing him to 10-0. And look at this vision right now.
Oh my goodness.
Just
wall
scroll
of
us
lords.
out to view this vision control that DK has at the moment. This is the vision that we have available for Matt's alt accounts. Engage forward onto Fia. With a little bit of support, Fia should be able to get out of here. Xayah or Rakan very slippery, but Jag's hook will shut down any hope of escape. A nice pickup onto Fia as they try to clear some of those wards. That ward control setting up these kills quite nicely. Depth charge onto our Sexy, and the kill is stuffed into Jag's pocket with that ignite. He loves to pick up some kills for himself, doesn't he?
Absolutely. And after seeing them on the red side, I was surprised to see Josh that far up, that they catch our Sexy top guard on it.
I think he thought he was safe just standing on the far side of the lane, but the hook forward out of Nautilus manages to find the pickup without the Xayah ult coming out. And I think it's definitely a stranglehold. There's not a lot of vision for them to play around, and it's difficult to find space to clear the clear vision to pick up waves. But yeah, caught out a little bit in the mid lane there. Simon deciding it's a little too spicy, decides to reset with his team and come back out onto the map. God.
So let's put ourselves in Matt's alt account's shoes now. They're in a similar situation that Discord Kittens was in last game. Is it already to the point that they are now just hoping for a mistake from Discord Kittens, or are there plays to be made?
I think they desperately need some mistakes to come out. They need to find a flank onto this Asol. They need to predict him or see him coming down one of these lanes and find a 2 or 3 man engage onto him to pick up the shutdown onto our sexy or any other carries and then open the game back up for themselves. I think if they're unable to bring down the shutdowns, they're going to have a rough time getting back into this game.
My goodness, Reds barely escapes with his life using his teleport.
Oh, God. I looked. Oh, dang it. I missed it.
We saw it on the stream, you're good.
Yep. Yeah, Matt, I think you do owe Psychotic a formal apology, and we'll see that he gets it. Flash forward from Jax to catch out our sexy. The Feather Call comes out to dodge the Son of Simon's damage, but this dragon does not stop. The breath comes out onto our sexy, and then Jax, forced to take the kill for himself, donates the second one over to Simon for the 11th kill of the game onto the dragon. Flying forward very aggressively into the jungle onto Matt's alt accounts. They're recalling on a ward. Oh, and the Death Realm to trap Matt into his playpen. Psychotic will smack him down, and the team there to support when he drops out 27 minutes into the game. And it is 3 dead for Matt's alt accounts. A devastating flight through the middle tower to pick up a 4th. And DK could be shoving their way down to a victory in the game today.
Absolutely, with 30 seconds or more on both Duck and Red's awesome. I think this one is over.
Yep, sitting 13k up. 2 dragons apiece. It wasn't looking too dominant in the early game, but they turned it on. I think that first blood had a big impact picking up that tier for Asol. Lets him just do whatever he wants in the early game. You get to spam as much as you'd really like. And that had a big impact.
And Discord Kittens is being cautious and they don't push to the end. But we haven't engaged on the low and Duck bot.
Yep, Simon forced to flash out, doesn't want to risk staying in a melee fight with Volibear, but only uses his flight to get down there. He could teleport up to this Baron. Duck just teleported down here. Empro looking to try to collapse down onto him, but this Baron is going down 4 up here and no vision available from Matt's alt accounts. They may have Inklings, but they do not have a ward. No steps forward to try to contest this Baron. Looks like they're going to try to pick up this bot tower. There's a ping down on Baron. I think they're aware. And they're definitely aware at this point.
Maybe
Simon, I think he's could be caught out here. He's just used his flight. Dodges the bandage toss blind and chooses to all in onto Duck. But he will give away his 1,000 gold and his perfect score. This is what I meant. They could find a kill down onto Simon. We'll see.
They needed to use 3 ultimate abilities for it, though. So I think Discord Kittens could still look for a fight here.
Yep, I think we could still see a fight go down for this dragon. Psychotic looking for the deep flank. If he goes over this wall, he's going to be in a world of hurt. But Fia reveals, and he will back off. Discord Kittens is waiting until they reset to start this dragon. They don't have vision, but they will start out the dragon off of the timing.
We're seeing chinks in the armor. The dragon can be killed.
Yep, let's see. Where did that kill go over to?
I went over to a Moo.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. 1,000 gold going over a Moo. It's gonna have good effect for them, but definitely not who you want it to go over to. You need that damage to go over onto one of your carries. Even though our sexy is down in kills quite significantly. Wait, we're seeing an issue here. What the hell?
The client's booting back in. Okay. I'll keep an eye on the map for you.
Hang on. That's unfortunate. Stinking client. You just had to see those damage scales.
Everyone close your eyes.
You had to see the
I didn't
damage
see
graphs. This is why we always do it from Jag's setup. We've play tested it on Jags. So Discord kids looking to force down the rest of the game here. They've got the Baron up on everybody but Simon, but Simon has his falling skies descend available, and that black hole covers pretty much the whole lane. Currently pushing up it with a 3-2 setup. Matt's alt accounts with their final defense potentially 0-9. I was trying to say that our Sexy is sitting at the same item breakpoints as Miso, even though they're down so much gold through their CS, which is nice to see. They have a lot of parity in that bot lane matchup, but the advantage in the top side and mid is brutal to overcome.
Yeah, especially as we're reaching this endgame with Aurelion Soul filling out the remaining item slots.
So black hole down. It's gonna catch it. It's gonna catch both ways. And then I expect we're gonna see. We're looking to find a hook onto one of the carries, and the skies tend to follow. Bug just man modes it straight in. Simon picks up a kill on the Infro before the Curse of the Sad Mummy can find him. Thea drops. Simon drops again. He already lost the perfect game. Why not make it 2? Death's Grasp will find a double kill for Psychotic, and DK is looking at their second win in this game too. Oasis on Oasis, violence in this death realm as our Sexy will fall to DK, and GG to them, 6-30 at the end of the game, and we'll have a 1-1 on the night.
What a series. Both teams showing us, like we were saying at